make what adjustment in their investment position, and that is what is expected of every investor or trader in any market. And why I say is that because we all have our plans to trade, your plan will always guide you. Since you are trading your plan, you want to look at what are the things happening going to affect your plan positively or negatively. It is then you can adjust what your trading position. Now that we have seen that the Fed decision in the last policy meeting, the one that was held in in the eurozone, the Euro Central Bank, and also recently that was yesterday from Bank of England and Australia Bank. All these banks, central banks, have adjusted rate at a rate of 25 basic points, and that signals something for we the investing community to really understand that if we are seeing this kind of adjustment in their rate, despite it was a hike, but it was not compared to what they are having 75% rate hike, which degraded down to what to 50 basic points. Now we are seeing 25. And also the canker worm, all of them are fighting is just inflation. And this inflation, as we speak, is already slowing down again, as well, all eyes are also looking to see what the new month, the month already today is 12, what it's going to look like. But on the strength of the last month GDP inflation figure, which is a consumer price index we have seen that most of them are cooling off, looking southward, which is a good thing for the central bank to start looking the way of normalizing their rates and at the same time going to cutting, which you understand is. And you know there is a general impact of rate cuts on the economy. On the economy in the sense that the the different production sectors of the economy will be relieved of cost, and that cost also translates what into what the company's performance. And that is why every investor are interested that when rates start coming back, it has a way of what of affecting the capital market positively. Because when rates are coming down, the companies that are operating the economy, which are the one drivers of the economy, will also have access to cheaper funds. And also in the financial market, where also funds look for where there's higher return and all those stuff. Once you see rate coming down, automatically other investment windows that this rate hike has also impacted probably to see whether a high yield. We start also looking for where can they go, because naturally once you see rate cut, it's going to bring interest rate or yield in a different market or different instruments. For example, now I saw what happened this week Wednesday at the end of auction. We saw that in every tenor of the treasury bill, we saw a decline in their rate. Fine, let's tell you that yes, is it a pointer to what we're going to see in the coming MPC that they're likely to have rate cut or to leave rate unchanged, but they're going to trend the pattern we have seen in the mature market of 25 basic points. These are the things we are looking at. If they're leaving 25 basic points, it's a plus also for us in the market. Why? That means it's also a pointer. If their leaving is not changed, that would be better, because the government is already at the corner, not to see whether they can also plan, to see what they're coming with, and also what will drive their decision and all those stuff. These are the things we are looking at. And don't forget that the almighty inflation figure for our own here in Nigeria is what we are going to see by next week, either on the 15th or the 16th of May. These are going to be a factor that we said. But in all, if you look at what is happening locally in the market, I will tell you that fundamental is what is driving the market now. And fundamental what? And also liquidity. Why? Ordinarily, we are seeing that at the strength of what we are seeing for Q1 number for these corporate bodies, they always show a sign where they are going. And like I always refer to, if in the during time of economic contraction, for 2 straight months, we are seeing a better earnings. Well, when we are seeing economic expansion, like what we saw in the month of April, I think this has improved because liquidity has come back to the economy. Also, that liquidity has also improved in the month of May as we are going. If month May end and we are seeing another positive, positive market index, the pointer that we're going to see. That means for investors that are seeing that are taking vision in the market now, they know why they are taking it. Even when the high cap stocks are putting pressure on the Osha index, but there are some also sectors that were seeing a good performance even when there's profit taking activity. And also you can't rule out profit taking activity in the market because it's part and part of market dynamics anytime, any day. That means any stock we are seeing probably doesn't mean that the company is bad, or let there's a negative information that is driving that sell off. But when it is that profit taking, people have entered low and selling high, don't need to buy, but it's opportunity for you to buy your own and wait to see what you want to buy. Especially now, I personally am expecting that what we're going to see after the seeing the inflation figure and also after the outcome of FPC meeting, if the incoming government hopefully by May 29 hand over at the inauguration, and there are policy statements that will come from them, and also starting appointment that will boost confidence also in the market, that confidence also, yes, might not be too long, but that confidence that, oh, where are they going? Those policy statements and also the appointment they're going to will give no kind of confidence that will also will carry into what into the third quarter of the second half of the year. That is the second half of the year, which is almost the third quarter. And that also being the second half of the year, the incoming government will also have started looking at their plan in the next 100 days in office or more than. We're also seeing where that I believe that no the next no second half of the year is what investors will looking at. Where I believe that one they start rolling out information and also the 10th national the 10th national assembly have been inaugurated, start seeing approvals and also clearance for those ministers. Once they start hitting the ground running, these are the things because the plan they want to follow is very, very key. And I believe that once they roll out a plan they're going to follow, it's going to also impact the market positively. Don't forget that when we have a economic recovery plan, when we had had COVID-19, you saw how that supported the economy before those that put the policy together were not able to go and do the policy and see where they can add and subtract. That is why at the end of the day, it's like they are confused. But when you have a policy that is working and you are following your policy either quarter by quarter and reviewing it and adding what you want to add, what to remove, and what you have achieved, that will, if this government is coming to do it, I believe that we're going to see a better the second half of the year than what we have seen. Yes, we know that earnings and dividend payment have supported the market so far in this year. But in that also, don't forget that we're going to expect to see some company that has what interim dividend payments coming up in that second half of the year. As we speak now, this period, all eyes will be on what on those that are going to pay March account. We have seen some of them certainly release their results yesterday, which we saw Airtel, and I believe that as many also that have released their credit account, what are you going to position for? What are you going to see in those companies? These are how to invest that. Even as the market is in this situation, we see that we are seeing more buyer in the market than sellers. That means there's still value people are taking because any pullback, sorry, or correction at this point is a plus, especially those ones that have been marked down because of their dividend. That is that those ones they have if they have fundamental good things driving their price, it's opportunity for you also to go into them. For me, there's no cause for alarm. Yes, sorry, I need to go back to international market. I need to explain to that's why I have to bring our market in now. But for what happening in the matured market, I see that now that the Bank of England have concluded their policy meeting and also adjustment, in this the 55% adjustment in their rate, which is also expected. This is also going to serve as a defense for the capital market in that domain across this Western country. Why? They are all looking at if inflation has come below expected to 4.9 in US. That also a pointer now that they postpone the talk on what on debt ceiling and also the banks that are having issue. I think you can see that the use or the fear are also coming down. That might also ginger those domain and also the labor report that was saw for that for the month of April was also a favorable one. These are the pointer that yes, Fed is likely to start going to work into what we call trade normalization or what or go into consequently into court, and that will be a boost for the market. But the good thing is that as we speak now, look at the market across the globe, they are more of a mixed market, but more better than what we saw at the yesterday market. You can see that this morning US market is in green, which is a plus for the market globally. Also, we are seeing that in Europe, the market there is also mixed as we speak now, and that Asia is also mixed. In Africa here, it's mixed that yes, NGS is in green. But the good thing is that we want to look at what is driving this market in the mature market. As I told you earlier, as all eyes are on these issues of interpreting the impact from the Fed meeting, that of England and that of EU and Australia. All eyes are now moving toward the meeting toward for the debt discussion, which has also been postponed. But I believe that the earnings that are also coming into this market are not being badly, and companies were seeing that the UK has also looked at a slightly, as they are looking to see expansion in their Q number in their Q1 GDP. That will also be a plus for the market in that domain. These are the things that investors are all looking at because we are seeing that if the rate rise continue and oil price also have also pulled back again to trade around the 74.26 dollar as we speak now. This are pointed that if oil price continue to oscillate below 80, like I said yesterday, it's likely that inflation rate will continue to will look southward. That also support the move to start cutting rates, in a subsequent policy meeting for this different domain. And at the same time, to see what is happening in Russia and Ukraine, how they were able to manage it. These are the things I believe that is going to help investors. I believe that the recent inflation have given a focus the great part that the Fed should focus for us to bring down the economy away from what from where it's going. Either they call it a mind recession because they expect to put a pause in their policy in tightening and which the World Bank has always before now have been kind of emphasizing that that is the only way to kind of redirect this economic growth that is going down to become a vibrant economy that will drive a lot of expansion and create jobs for the global economy, which also reflect on different domains or different climates in terms of economic activities. The postponement of the, as I said earlier, the debt ceiling talk is also what investors also be looking at to see because this political standoff in the US also want that to guide the investors in that domain. Don't just close your eyes because these are very, very important that can change the tone or the tune of investors or players in the market at any given time. But I believe that it's a good decision that when you're able to get extend their kind of the ceiling, that also don't forget that US being even the largest contenders of debt, but you can see that the debt they are accumulating is also reflecting infrastructure and all of that. That is why I said debt is not the problem, it's what how you manage it and how it also to turn around the economy is what matters here. Even as we are crying over here that our debt has risen, even as CBN has also brought out some data about 112 million dollars to kind of service debt. Yes, it's alarming, but if we are using it for production, that we're thinking that in a short time all this will normalize. But if you are borrowing to finance current expenditure and also for not going to production, not going to infrastructure that will support or generate what you need to service that debt, it becomes a big problem. This is what I believe that is what kind of fear we're having here. But if this government is coming on board, turn things around, coming with a good policy where they are going, I believe that this also will bring a change. Like I said earlier, in Asia market also we are seeing a mixed market there, and that also tell you that whatever is happening in US is also a big force in this domain that we're mentioning because they all look forward to see what is happening in US. Which I believe that it's not bad thing, but it's like a standard or benchmark to guide all their decisions, which is also for me not totally a bad thing, but it has to be because international trade or investment, international investment, all this has continued to kind of bring a lot of ideas on board, and that is also guiding investors' decision as we speak. But I believe that the debt postponement, the US debt uh, ceiling procurement also will be also a good news for investors to see what is going to happen between now and the next day, the next time they want to also go into it. And is it something that's going to schedule for another day or when is it coming up again? Once it comes and the Congress is able to sit down with their leaders and think justice and think into it and bring that a decision, I believe that that also likely to work way to way for that economy. And once rates cut start in the US, it's going to be a general impact on the global economy. Yes, down here, want to look at what how is the market performing right away because we have seen earnings that came to the market recently, especially the one from Airtel Africa yesterday. But in the recent Q1 number, majority of the number that hit the market beat expectation, which is the good news for this season. But I believe that, like I said earlier, all eyes are on this being a kind of transition period to see how the innovation will go. You can see a lot of plans have been halted for incumbent government to continue, especially the fact that the fuel subsidy has been suspended. We also have seen this census has also been suspended. No, these are so even quickly we have seen how the mix and wave have been approved by the National Assembly so that it become a debt that the debt management take record and CBN put it on their balance sheet. These are the things we are looking at. But I believe that the incoming government are already pointing out our kind of identifying areas of focus for the economy because to be to market or to economy, you need to have ideas on what to fit the economy fair. Because I tell you that without the economy, there's no politics. Because if you're not generating funds to run the politics, how will the politics will be sustained? That means for you to think about politics, you must think about economic first because economy will generate funds that will also sustain that bogus political life or politician life we're seeing. But I believe that for you to be able to market or the economy, you must have what it takes to plan and put things together to drive that economy and also support the capital market that you use also to drive the economy more in one way or the other. For that, there is no cause for alarm. Quick one, want to look at what is our market doing today, being the last trading day of the week. We have seen the oscillation from the fourth trading day of this week. This is the first full, full week for full trading week for the month of May, and we are seeing that it's a mixed market so far, a mixed week so far. We saw that on Monday market was in green, Tuesday in green, but pull back on Wednesday as a result of what the profit taking or sell off in what in Bois cement. Even when the market had about almost 33% buy and 18% 18 33 no market breadth and 18 on the decline. Still that trend also continue. Yesterday market had a marginal a slight loss of about 0.09 as a result of what some profit taking in some blue chip stock. Even when the market breadth was still positive. But the good thing is that even after yesterday market slide down, we saw that the money flow index has gotten even as getting to almost 80 points. That is that fund is still entering the market. Like I told you, as people are earning or receiving their dividend from different companies this period, they also plunging back this money into the market. I tell you that liquidity is a major fundamental the market needs at any time. And but there's one thing that is very, very important that it comes regularly. If that thing comes once in a while, liquidity and company earnings are most important that you need in the market to know. When there's liquidity, whether it's low or when the liquidity market and company continue to post their earnings, you can see that market will react to those two. But if one news comes in form of either new products, new management, acquisition, insider dealing, this might also have a way of in the market. But the most consistent thing that every investor wants to look at for is what look at liquidity and earnings, and the positive earnings we are seeing is a plus for the market. That means there's no cause for alarm here in our market. So we need to invest wisely and stay put, no inflation, and also learn how to take profit. Most of us in the market only know when to buy. Like I will say anywhere else. It is the trend that we are changing for those that are in buy signal in that premium class and those that are attending this life class that you should not be carried away by off market side. When the market is going up, always trade your plan, what you have set to achieve. Once you get it, you will take away a profit and move around. That is how to work, how to trade, because it is very, very important in any market you are trading, in any instrument you also trade it. Yes, as we speak now, market is trying to rebound again this morning from the pullback we saw for the last 2 days. At this hour, market has been at 52,185.08. Market is up by 22.94, which is about 0.03 as we speak now. That means market is still green. And the good news is also market also sustained the positive advancer and decline line in the green. We're having 14 gainers and also 10 losers at this moment, which for me is also a good one. Even as the market is in this direction, investors should know that as far as fund enter the market, you don't need to panic at all, but buy into good company that has good fundamental. As we speak, if you look at the loser chart this hour, we're seeing that profit taking has hit consumer computer warehouse group. You can see that the price now is down to around 172 because of all profit taking activities that the stock is down by almost 9.9% in the red. We are seeing a CNI leasing also maintaining southward movement. We are also seeing a FTM group that was in the beginner start yesterday that see profit taking Unilever and livestock. These are the stocks that on the top loser chart as we speak. On the flip side, you can see that the momentum in transport for those that in the in Investdata group, what I said on that day that the position for medium and long term before know it. So that trend, that momentum is still there, but since the stock is still on bid, you can see that it's already doing 256 ruble and also leading the gainer start this morning with a 9.7% up, followed by Adoba. Yes, Adoba, the news that the major student investor, the major investor, majority shareholder, let me put that way, has finally settled payment for acquisition from $10 million about $19 billion. And don't forget that these same people also are approaching the minority investor to buy them out at the 17 naira, 67 kobo. Why they are finally done their business with the major shareholder there at 65 naira. I think this is why the minority shareholder in this company have taken them to court. You see that discussion is ongoing. It's possible that they want to adjust up, but that is why we are seeing this movement. But the price or the earnings of this company for the one I've seen is not too attractive to support the price we are seeing But others that came from corn oil, MSR, out of Dana oil and Seplat, you can see yes, there's no stability and improvement. But for Adova, nothing to justify this movement, just of market sentiment or this expectation of the acquisition or buyout that we're looking at. Then that is to have it at the back of your mind. We're also seeing that sovereign trust insurance has maintained an uptrend from almost around the 35 kobo, now it's been almost 42 kobo, up by 7.7% in the green. And QT is also up today as we speak, 2 naira to 22 kobo, up by 6.68%. But don't forget that QT is the only company that has April at year end, and April at ended. Any moment from now, between now and end of May, we expect to see the unaudited account for the for April for QT in the market. Then before now in July, we expect to see their audited account. And don't forget that this company has expanded and also have expand their capacity, kind of a new factory to produce electric wire. And you know that in Africa, Nigeria electric wire is more preferable because of the quality. I feel that this security has come to stay. For those that are interested, attending the also right time to look at the way of the stock. It's very, very good that you look at all this. And Sterling Bank, I'm happy that it's bouncing back powerfully at almost 175 kobo. And I tell you that the payout of 50 kobo was, for me, it was a good payout from 10 kobo to that is about 50% growth in their payout. That is good. But I believe that the numbers also was good. But the Q1 number will give more impetus or more kind of energy to the recovery we're seeing now. That means if you're in this stock, if you find, if you're also interested in their dividend of 15 kobo, nothing stop you. And if the company, a group that are going to a holding company recently, I believe that going to the future, we need to see a better number from the new structure that we're looking at. They also have a non-interest license and also interest license for banking sector. This is a good combination. You can see what is happening. There is bank that has only one license of non-interest banking, and these are what selling is going to. It has the two licenses now to operate. For me, it's a plus for the bank. That means you need to consider and see what we can look at and get from this bank. Yes, if you look at the activity chart, yes, I believe that investors should pay attention to Access Bank. Access Bank was seen 10 naira flat after it has rebounded after the mark down to almost 10 naira 25 kobo. Profit taken at hit the stock, but I believe that it makes it more attractive for what you are expecting to see in that stock. Anything that anybody at this point will also see what they can make out from the stock. But for those in buy and sell signal, meeting on Saturday tomorrow, we'll be telling you exactly what to do because we know that the market is presenting a lot of opportunity that need to also cash in. Then also followed by Fidelity in terms of volume. The Access Bank still trading around the 43.12 million shares so far. Fidelity also at 5 naira 85 kobo has done 16.9 million shares, followed by Transcorp 2 naira 56 kobo. Also have done 11.77 million shares. Strategic Gold flat at 24 naira 10 kobo. It has done 6 million shares so far, and Zenith Bank at 23 naira 85 kobo, 5.1 million shares. That this is the position of the market as we speak now. But finally, I have to move toward to see how the chart look like, so that this is to guide you, so that you know exactly what to do in the market at this time. Yes, don't forget that we are back to see, to look at what the market is doing. And like I always say in this class, I believe we are all getting it every day. I can come to this class, live class. The live class must look at what is the after looking at all what are the market activities. Look at where is the chart pointing to. Is it a chart of that looking downward, or a chart that is trading or looking at up? As we speak now, after the pullback we saw on Wednesday, the market has traded. Yesterday was marginal red, so you can see market is still on a sideways movement now for 2 days. You can see it here. And one thing is that when market is on the what we call a bearish channel or a bullish channel, you need to watch where is the market at that particular time in that channel. Is it on a positive side? Something is about to happen. That's why you need to understand what you want to look at and see where is this stock in this channel that you are discussing. Where is the position of the stock in the of the chart in the channel you are discussing? Is it in a point that yes, you're trying to see a pullback or to break out from the position where it is? If we take the chart here, this also looking from here, let's draw something here. Draw this chart down here. I told you that the market has been making a lower low before this recent lower highs we are seeing. But as speak now, that lower high is what the market is doing. Market has not come to do lower low as speak now. Why I say so is that if you see where the market is now, consider it and see where it's coming from. Pull back here, up, down. You can see that it has not gone further down here, but rather it went up. Even when it has not come to break down this strong support level here, the market is doing a lower high. You can see still lower high that is doing, not a lower low. And when market is doing a lower high, it's opportunity that the market is trying to find what, try to find a direction to what to break out from either a recent resistance level or not. But if you look at this chart here, let me draw it here. It must be a 2 point here. Okay, let's take it like this. You can see that the this trend line we are seeing here, the upper channel for a down a bearish channel is recognized as what as a resistance. When it pull back, get there, it almost it came down here, continue, and when it touches here again, it's coming down until market break down this up out here, and that is where you now see another new trend is up, because as you speak, market is on a bearish channel. You can see from here it's going down. Why one is because this will call what a bullish channel. You can see a little bit what is happening. But before we go further, we want to call up our other indicators to see what is happening in the market so that it also guide us at this point. Time to call up our MACD, call up our money flow, and at the same time we will also call up our C line. Sorry, our C line. Call up our C line. We change our C line to 8 days. This is enough for us to study and also look at where we are going. If you look at the the index action, you can see that it's still on that bearish channel, but trying to break out. You can see as we speak, market is also flat on the T line. You can see here very well on the T line. And if you come down and look, where you can see little green here, the market is slightly in the green as we have started when the market open this class. And you can see that your MACD, the histogram here is slightly looking down, but you can see that this blue line has not really crossed down this one. But if you look at your money flow, this is very, very important. It's always like it's flat, it's almost flat here. Yesterday it was almost 79 point something. Now I see that 78.9. It's almost it's also almost exactly 79 that it closed yesterday. But looking flat at this one on a 1 hour chart. For a day chart, let me look at 1 hour chart. What is the stock the market is also looking at, and we want to confirm what it's looking at. On the 1 hour chart, you can see that it's slightly below the T line, but within also the bearish channel. I can see that there's a sign that you need to understand here. That is very, very important. I point out. Look at this histogram here. The market is already turning toward to become bullish on a 1 hour chart, and our money flow is relatively slow. But even at 46, closer to 50 basis points, which I told you that is where I said that one across is that phone is but on a day chart, we have seen that money flow is telling us it's almost 80. Who said that fund is still entering the market even as we speak. But because of our time, we quickly want to look at now that assets is pulling back, we want to see how far will assets go in terms of this position is watching assets now. It's trying to pull back from after rebounding to as high as 10 naira, 70 kobo on the day it was adjusted. But now we're seeing that it's still looking down like a selling pressure has kept the stock on the startward movement. Let's go back to a day chart for the stock. Look at the day chart, but if you look at this candlestick here, even when it's shows sign, it's a sign of resistance. And when you see this kind of candlestick movement on a down, on a a bearish direction, knowing that this is what we call like a double top. If you watch here, a double bottom, sorry, here and here. I try to resist the decline, put the same thing before the market started to go up. We need to watch to see. But if you look at MACD is telling us that the stock has become bearish. MACD has become bearish on its own. That's why MACD has break down the signal line here to cross downward here. And money flow is also below 50, reading around 40.9 terms of for assets at this period on a day chart. If you look at assets on the 1 hour chart before we go through to look for, I think what that of look at transport today and futures before we can call it class a day because of our time. But if you look at assets now on the 1 hour chart, I can see also a sign that this is looking at telling us the MACD for money flow is looking down. There's a divergence between MACD and money flow, and why the the price action for assets telling us that there's still pressure on the stock now, even when it's trading below what the thing after markdown. This for assets. We quickly go to see what is happening in transport before finally look at futures and see what the futures have for us as a investor. We need to know exactly what futures have for you and I. That is where what they have for you and I. That is where I believe you can also know exactly what to do. If you know what is offering, with the chart, you know exactly what to do. Transcorp on a 1 hour chart is still saying that money flow is looking down. That means profit activities looking down. That's why looking at it. But for us to know that profit taking activities is really taken off already, you go and check your 15-minute chart on the last chart. But you can see already there's a sign on MACD here that the stock is turning bearish. You can see it here. But money flow remains long around 96 flat, not 100. You can see. But I believe that it's a sign also that investors should also watch out, in transport. Quickly, want to look at the the 1 hour chart. The 1 hour chart is also more interesting what we saw yesterday. But the MACD here, telling us that the stock is coming up. Even when it has tried to correct, you can see it here. But this one called this one, that is where another momentum. But good is that the money flow remain above 80, 80.5, which is also good. You can see it here for yourself. But finally, look at futures because our time is fast spent. Futures, as I mentioned in my discussion, what are we expecting from futures now? From this is a day chart for futures. Futures is trading around there, trading above T line. You can see a day chart for futures. Stay in green. Once able to break out, you can see that futures here, the price there is around 240. But I think gradually it has broken out this listed 250 over here. You can see that once you break out this one and continue in the up direction, that would be better for futures. But let's quickly look at futures on the weekly chart. That's what I want to do now. Let's look at futures. What is video on the weekly chart? You can see that it has formed what we call a saucer here. You can see this is a good chart to watch in any market you're looking at. This sign there that there is potential inherent in this stock. For those that are looking at what to do, I think you also think that way. And you can see that MACD remain bullish on the weekly chart. I can see what money flow is trading almost 62, which is good for me. That's why I say you must look at this chart before you call it a day. Finally, before we go, I know that my time before they yank me up. Let me look at the GT code. GT code, sorry. GT code. So I'm making activities on the GT and Zenith Bank yesterday. GT code have rebounded this morning. Why Zenith Bank is still there. You can see that GT code on the weekly chart what is looking at like. And MACD is only telling us the sign and money flow is above 50. But look at the day chart of GT code on the day chart. I see that this also a kind of important pattern reversal. This candlestick we are seeing here, hammer, is about to turn up. And you can even see here, you can see it almost. But money flow is looking down to around 46, 47, which is below the 50 that I always tell you. For me, it's a good one. And on this note, I will say thank you, for staying through throughout the week. Look forward to see you in the coming week. And for those that are in the premium class, see you tomorrow, hopefully at 12 noon by God's grace. Then, see you tomorrow, those that are here, and for others, enjoy your rest of your trading day. See you next week. Bye.